Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how imagining and thinking from the end manifest your desires. Another lesson in manifesting the Neville Goddard way. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. A big lesson today. A few of you have written me. This is really Grace, who I talked about yesterday, and a few others are saying that I've manifested my desire, but then something happens. Something happens in the 3D world that shakes my confidence or gets me off track or makes me feel like I'm not on track or I'm not manifesting my desire. I'm not holding the faith. I'm not keeping the image in my mind. Well, let's talk about this, guys. Let's unpack this, because really, imagining your wish fulfilled and thinking from the end, the brilliance of Neville Goddard's teachings, both of those go together. They're sort of different, but they're not. And it's really what I was getting at yesterday, that when you imagine your wish fulfilled with feeling, you're composing the image. And remember, we talked about the reality mirror. When you compose the image, that image is then reflected back into 3D reality, your world, your physical world. It must manifest if you keep that image in mind. But on the other hand, it's the same thing if you're living it in the 3D world. You're thinking from the end. You're living it with your thoughts and actions. This is what thinking from the end is, right? You're living it in the 3D world. You're creating the reflection, right? You're confident now that you are that person that you wish to be, that you have your desire, even though you can't see it, touch it, and feel it physically in the 3D reality. You're thinking from the end, or living from the end is imagining that you already have it. It's living it as if it is done, because it is done. Once you have the imaginary act, the creative act, once you compose the image, it's done. Then think from the end and live from the end. Walk in that conviction. Walk in that belief in 3D reality. Then reality can't ignore you anymore. If you're that persistent, reality must yield and it must manifest in 3D reality. This is the thing, guys. This is the beautiful thing. You can't keep it away. Once you compose the image, this goes to Grace and the others who are saying that because of things that are happening in 3D reality, it's throwing me off. Once you compose the image, once you have the feeling of wish fulfilled, once the creative act is done, now you need to think from the end, live from the end with both thoughts and actions. Live in the 3D world as if it's done. This is the same thing as composing your reflection. And remember, I talked about the reflection and the image are the same. They are concurrent. They happen together. And so when you do this whole thing, as Neville talks about, is moving from within. You're moving from within. You remember, it's all created anyway. Don't get thrown off by 3D reality. It's an illusion, just like the image is an illusion. It's all illusions, right? True ultimate reality is just love. And when I say just love, that's an understatement. It's that love. It's that God within. It's that completeness. It's that wholeness, right? That you don't need anything. But have fun with it while you're in it. Well, have fun while you're in 3D reality. That's moving from within. And here's the thing. Here, Grace and others that have written me over the last few days about this thing about not being able to hold the wish fulfilled, or thinking that you're not holding it, or believing that you're not. Here's what happens. You imagine your wish fulfilled, you compose the image, and then you get into this sort of waiting or wanting and hoping that it's going to manifest in 3D reality. That's it's not the people, events, and circumstances around you that are throwing you off. It's you waiting and looking for 3D reality for the evidence, right? Looking for signs that it's manifesting, hoping, wanting, and waiting. So how do you stop hoping, wanting, and waiting? Think from the end. Live it as if. Fake it till you make it, but it's not really faking it, because we make it all up anyway. So you're creating it. You create the reflection. Don't wait for it, live it, be it, create it. When you create the reflection, that reflection then becomes the image, that image becomes the reflection. You are now all that you desire to be. This is the brilliance of Neville Goddard's teachings, right? It's working both ends. It's becoming that, it's being already that which you want to be. It's having that you already want to have. This is what Neville says. All that you could ever desire is already present and only awaits to be matched by your beliefs. This is what Neville says. Let me read that again. All that you could ever desire is already present and only awaits to be matched by your beliefs. How do you believe it? Be it. Choose it. That's how you believe it. Don't wait to be convinced. Convince yourself. Be it. Live in it. Know that you already are that. When you do that, reality must acquiesce. Reality must yield to you and manifest in 3D reality who you say you are, who you feel you are. Even if you don't quite feel it 100%, fake it, live it. Be it. It's all made up anyway. And when you do this image that you're composing, this reflection that you're thinking from, merge. And then reality has no choice but to give you what you want, for you to be who you want to be, for you to have what you want to have. That's the brilliance of Neville Goddard's teaching. That's how you combine imagining and thinking from the end to manifest your desires the Neville Goddard way. I am your host, Tom Caron, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Visit us on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Caron, our website at tomcaron.com or BeSomethingWonderful.com. Guys, until next time, this is Tom with great love. See you soon.